All right, hello, and welcome to this very first playthrough of Eternal Strands. Last time we played through the 14th mission in the game, main quest, Weathering the Storm. It took a couple hours because we had to kill several arcs. And now we're going to play through the next mission, In Memories. Consult with Axel at Cassidon's Hold. So let's go do that. So that was quest 14. This is quest 15-ish. There's a couple of, like, 2-minute quests that I didn't count, but...
You are hardly in any position to make lofty demands. The council convened and unanimously stripped you of your role.
Good.
You no longer hold the privileges of the Eye.
And how quickly did you convene that council?
As quickly as we needed to, motherfucker.
I waited for my daughter's body to cool.
The only reason your daughter's dead is because of your stupidity.
Because of you. Because
Thank
of your
you.
reckless behavior and deception, no less.
Haroon, how dare you? Every decision I've made, every action I've taken has been for her protection.
Abandoning her at the Grand Gate was for her protection. We all saw you on the scry, and that is Khan Arteme to you, Kenrick.
Is this a bad time?
Yeah, probably.
As a matter of fact.
Actually, we don't give a fuck what
No.
you think.
You're more than welcome at Cassidon's Hold. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I came to offer my condolences. To both of you.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Axel was in love with the Spindle. Isla stood up for what she believed in.
In the end, she was braver than any of us could have imagined. She took a stand and did what she believed was right. I owe her my life.
She was exceptional. It's hard to imagine the Enclave will ever recover from this loss.
Then why are you so opposed to giving her the funeral she deserves?
With the Surgeborn swarming Denevron, we can't risk a trip to the Hallowpire Rise.
For generations, every Stanild has received the rite of ashes upon death. Isla will not be the exception to this.
Could I perform the rite on your behalf?
You? Don't tell me you're a Hallowpire priestess on top of being a righteous pain in my ass.
Skies, do you want a funeral or not? She's our best option.
Isla saved my life. I want to help you honor her death.
I suppose you do owe her that. Fine. For the rite of ashes, you need to burn an object that was...
Oh, can we get back to the
deceased
matter at hand?
As you collect the ashes, you must read a rite aloud to thank the flames for bringing the deceased to rest.
Do you have an object that was sacred to Isla?
Isla's most prized possessions aren't in Cassidon's Hold. She had a secret refuge in Dredger's Mire. You're sure to find something. She was always sneaking away at night to work there.
You knew she was sneaking out of Cassidon's Hold.
I knew my daughter better than she realized. Return to me with the ashes.
Thank you, Bryn.
Retrieve the Spindle's personal effects from her secret refuge near Poldervale and Dredger's Mire. Okay. Near Poldervale. Alright. We gotta be getting close to the end now, so we are going full sprint. We're not fighting anything we don't have to. We're not collecting resources anymore. Fuck all that. We are here to complete the game. To complete the mission. That is all.
That might be Isla's secret refuge. It's
What?
actually
Where?
not too far from Lucia's workshop.
Oh, this? Okay, excellent.
Isla dedicated her life to restoring the arts.
Oh, fuck you guys.
We will need to continue this.
I'm about to bust all her shit up.
What might she consider saved for the right?
Everything in this place is burning down. So...
A toy Archon. That's sweet. Dom, do you think this could work for the Rite of Ashes?
It's perfect.
Huh.
Dom didn't know her that well.
Anna also had a copy of On the
Ask the Axel.
marked with annotations.
What am I doing?
Just like Lucia's.
Burn the Spindle's toy arc on the altar at Hollow Power Horizon upper than ever. Okay, alright, we got what we needed. Let's go.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Weird. The scry was cutting out.
Strange. At any rate, the book could be useful. Once you've completed the ritual, I'll take a look.
Oh, what am I doing?
A letter from the Axel.
Oh, it's from the Axel? Okay. I wonder where the letter was from. Alright. Upper Denevron. Hallowpire Rise. Man, I'd really like to beat this game today, but I don't know if it's going to happen now. Only got a couple more hours. Maybe. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Alright. Alright. That one goes in the book. We're not going to... That's the second time. Every game gets passed once. Second time counts against you. That's going to lose you 5 spots in the ranks. It doesn't actually work that way, but... I'm going to remember it when I decide where to rank it. That's all I'm saying. Honestly... That's the least of my worries right now. That last quest really fucking damaged the way I feel about this game. The Weathering the Storm quest. I hated it. I hated that. I reject the premise of that quest. It is flawed from the start. The concept sucks. Having to fight bosses, optional bosses, multiple times is not a main story quest. Give me a fucking break. Can I go this way? That's a negative. I don't know that I've ever played a game... There are lots of games where you are given the option to fight the bosses again after you defeat them the first time, or you can fight them multiple times for certain resources or things, or, you know, just farming loot. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's a cool feature. But requiring it? I've never played a game that required that. Anything like that. That's a first, and I've beaten 560 video games. Burn the spindle? Oh, I gotta burn it. Oh, I don't even need that. It's just... Hey, it's on fire, right? Let's just burn the fucking shit out of it. I don't give a shit. The Spindle was my favorite character. I had a crush on her, but I don't even care about that anymore. In combat, my ass. Pick up!
Though the flame abates and the ash grows cold,
1.03% have made it this far. You want to know why? Because the game's not fun anymore. Consult with... Okay.
There it is again. The scry is cutting in and out. Dom? Aurea?
Nobody cares. This game is just too much of a slog toward the end, especially with these later quests. Just don't do it. Alright, we need to go to consult with Kenrick. Okay. I assume he's at Cassidy's Hold. He fucking better be. He better be. There he is.
I performed the rite, and I brought you the ashes.
Thank you, Bryn. Isla admired you. She would be honored that you did this for her.
It's not how she would have wanted things. I should have been there.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten her killed.
I know you're grieving. We all are. But you are no longer the Eye. And this disrespectful conduct ends now.
Yeah.
You owe Bryn a
I'm making the thumbnail for this video because I'm
and an
bored.
apology for that matter. And probably a great deal more than that.
Yeah, what's up?
Not only
Or
has
whatever
she
your name
gone
is.
out of her way to perform the rite for your daughter, but she saved us all from certain death at the Grand Gate too. None of which she would ever have had to do if it weren't for your...
For my actions! I know! I know! It's all my fault. I should have been there. Not at the temple. At the Grand Gate. I should have stayed. The way she looked at me when I left her there.
Yeah, you fucking pussy.
I could fill a city with my mistakes. I should have supported her work. I should never have lied to her. My regrets will drown me.
Good. You deserve it.
Maybe they should.
Maybe they should.
My mother.
I'm telling you, he's gonna end up being the final boss.
Or learn to swim in it. It is unfair that you lost a child. No matter the circumstances, I am so sorry that happened to you. But now you have a choice. You can spend the rest of your days counting the ways you failed your daughter. Or you can dedicate every breath you have left to her.
How?
Just do one small thing a day that would make her proud to call you her father. Start by helping us finish the work you wish you had supported in her life.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he's gonna end up being like... He's gonna go full villain now, I bet.
There is one thing. The Ark in your camp.
Or maybe he'll go and kill himself. That's fine too.
It's called the Ark of Verdance. An enchantress named Lucia de Crassus built it.
Yeah, we know Lucia.
Consider it a thank you for what you've done.
Consult with the Axle to see if she's okay. Alright, this is probably the end.
You deserved better from him. But that was probably all he's capable of.
That wasn't too
To
bad.
think of it,
That was more than I thought I was gonna get.
we all deserved better from him.
What will you do now?
Take care of my people. Someone needs to. And you? You're going to try to fix the arcs.
Isla devoted her life to the arcs too. We need to honor her
Saw
sacrifice.
something in the arcs no one else did. The Enclave's legacy. Innovation and ambition. We can't let her death be in vain. Her work must be finished.
I wish I could help, but arcs were Isla's expertise, not mine. Still, I agree. That arc allowed you to pass safely through the tangles, where Surgeborn go to regenerate. If you're going to try to fix it, consider me heavily invested in your progress.
It's too great an advantage to ignore. I'll keep you updated.
Consult with Dom. Okay. Is Dom gonna send us to do something else? Whatever. As long as we're not being impeded, as long as we're moving quickly through the game, that's fine. There may still be a bit left. That's okay.
Dom, the interference I'm experiencing during expeditions is concerning. Any idea what's going on with the scry?
Not yet. The interference is certainly strange, but I'll need more time to analyze it before drawing any conclusions.
As long as it doesn't give out on us completely in the meantime.
However, I have taken a look at the Spindle's copy of the workings of Archons, and thankfully, the writing is far more legible than... And her notes are...
Oh, whoops.
Significantly less paranoid at that.
About that, Kenrick Stanold told me that Lucia wasn't just tinkering with the Ark we followed through the Veil. She built it. The Ark of Verdance.
That is quite the revelation. What was it for?
That was all Kenrick could tell me. Or wanted to tell me. But Sev mentioned that Kenrick had been feeding Isla information about a failsafe for the source. Could the Ark of Verdance be the fix she was working on without realizing it?
Yes. Yes! That could be it. Genius, Bryn. On my side, I dug into her notes. She was working on a way to fully restore our Ark for us. She was so close to a schematic, intricate, elaborate, masterful. And I finished it. Solar has the final design ready for you. Essentially, we'll be creating a power core for the Ark. Most notably, we'll need a special
Oh,
part,
God damn it.
a bar of shaped coral. This is the final key for an Ark to be functional on its own without a Weaver channeling magic into it.
If we had built a power core earlier, could her death have been prevented?
She only made this discovery in the final days of her life, through researching all the Ark parts we had supplied her. Her research even theorizes that using one's own magic to power an Ark for brief amounts of time could result in death.
So she knew she was going to die at the Grand Gate.
She knew exactly what would happen, and did it anyway. That's courage.
We can't let it be in vain. So, then the Ark of Verdance is our failsafe. Your design will get it running. Where can I find the shaped coral?
Somewhere in the camp, maybe?
She suspected it was kept in the Archon's
No
heart,
such luck.
stored near natural coral deposits for its regenerative properties.
Of course, it's in the craziest part of the game. Yeah, okay. Alright, in memory. So we're still going with this mission. Search for the bar of shaped coral in the arcane forge at the Archon's hearth. Yeah, okay. I know how to get there. It's all the way on the far side of the map, but I know how to get there.
The Archon's hearth once more. Wish Isla was here to guide me.
I could assist in her absence.
Fuck you. What are you doing here? Is that why the interference is happening? Yeah.
Aurea, the scry has been compromised by the Surgeborn. Stay off it.
Compromised is such a strong word. I just want to talk.
Okay, what's up?
So, what are we looking for in the Archon's heart? I know the Underworks well. It is my region, after all.
Like I would tell you.
Whatever plan you concocted, it would be better if we worked together. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do you think? Well, I think we should. What do
murdered my friend.
Technically, I didn't touch her. It isn't my fault she lacked the stamina to follow through on what she started.
There's a lot of coral here. I must be getting close to where the Enclave stored shaped bars.
Hey, shut up. Brandon, she's probably listening.
Pick it up. I guess that's a risk I need to take.
Shit. What? Is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes, yes. Fire burning. Got it.
Bar-shaped coral. You and I have such similar taste in treasure.
Have Solo craft the power. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good.
Whatever you're planning to do with that is nothing compared to what we could accomplish if we put our minds together.
I can manage well.
That wasn't too bad. That didn't take very long. Just a lot of fetch quests in this game. Just saying.
The Surgeborn in the Howling Jail somehow has access to the scry.
We know. I can feel it in there with me. It's not pleasant. We need to do something fast.
The good news is, as far as we can tell, it only has access when you're in the underworld. At most, it seems to cause interference when you're above ground. We don't think it can listen in.
We don't think.
Until we can block its presence, best to keep use of the scry to a minimum.
All right. How are we going to fix this?
The reason Aurea can sense the Surgeborn presence on the scry is likely because it's wielding magic to communicate. The same way Aurea's mantle pulls magic from the air to contact you. However, unlike Aurea, the Surgeborn can't pull magic from the air around it. Otherwise, it would be talking to you all the time.
But it can only reach me when I'm underground.
Where the tangles are most dense. We need to cut off its access to raw magic.
That's where the spindle comes in. Thanks to her, we finally have the missing piece to get our escort here running.
It was a failsafe in the case that the source needed to be repaired. The Ark of Verdance will create a safe bubble against the tangles, which would be the natural consequence of any failure of the source.
Just like it did with the Veil.
Exactly. But without the crushing weight...
This is still in memories?
So, the plan. We get the Ark to the source, it stabilizes the Enclave.
Or at the very least, starts the process.
If the Herald waiting down there doesn't destroy it first, I'll need to take it down. If this plan is going to work.
That sounds dangerous. It might be a risk worth taking.
We have to. The Enclave is overflowing with raw magic, and this source is clearly the root of the too many tangles have led to the floods.
I'm trying not to do that.
Born to communicate and infect our enchantments. Without the source under control, we will never reclaim the Enclave.
Then that's our plan. We build a power core, then we speak to the Axle.
I'll join you at Cassidon's Hold.
Have Solo craft. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
And with this power core, we can fix our Ark of Verdance. I think this is what they call a full circle moment.
Huh. Lately, I feel like I've been running in circles.
Tell me about it.
Hey, I know things look bleak, but this is a win. Don't let the Talon rob you of it. You're finishing her work, after all.
You're right.
I always am. Now, I think you've got a meeting with the Axle.
Alright, going back to Cassidon's Hold.
Khan Arteme, my Weaver Band has repaired the Ark we followed through the Veil and discovered its true purpose.
To nullify the tangles at the source so it can be repaired.
Its anti-magic properties are why we were able to follow it through the Veil in the first place.
I see.
If we could get it to the source, we believe it could stabilize the Enclave.
Except the Grand Gate was broken when the Ark pushed the Herald back through it.
Surely there must be another way to reach the source.
Now that it's repaired, couldn't this Ark be used to leave the Enclave the way you came?
In theory, sure.
What are you saying, Khan Arteme?
It's time for someone to protect my people. I need to use that Ark to get us all out of here.
You would leave with the Surgeborn running loose. Or worse, allow them to spread and wreak havoc across the Maida in your wake.
No one has succeeded in stopping them yet. We've been trapped inside the Enclave for decades. It's time to set ourselves free before the Surgeborn overtake Cassidon's hold and kill us all.
In moments like these, we can't give in to our worst fears. That's what Kenrick did, and look where it got him.
We're only still here because the Spindle was brave. Honor that.
The Surgeborn has infiltrated our scry. It's learning how to use our enchantments against us. If we don't put a stop to this madness, how long until they overtake the Arks? Or bring down the Veil and spread across the Maida?
That is concerning still. Let's be clear. Even if you could reach the source, there's a massive Surgeborn that almost killed you lurking down there.
I'll be ready for the Herald this time.
Are we gonna fight it again?
And
Of course we
what
are.
do you do about all the tangles? Punch them before they disintegrate you?
We will leverage the aeroliths to control miasma at the source. We think this will clear a path so that I can escort the Ark.
Interesting. You've put more thought into this than I'd expected. But as you've said, you have no way to reach the source.
Fine. Our plan has a few kinks to iron out.
More than a few.
How about this? If you can just give us time to present you with the final plan, it'll be your call whether or not we move forward on it.
I suppose that's fair. I can't pack up this stronghold in a day.
One more thing. It's clear by now the Enclave hides its secrets well. If there's any information on the source, I need access to it.
There are private records that can only be accessed with the Eye's signet. I suppose he's not using it at the moment, but...
Bryn did just save your people from certain death not too long ago.
Fine. You can borrow it. You should find information at the Spire in Upper Denevron, the Bastion, and the Institute.
What?
We'll arrange a meeting with you when we're ready.
Good luck.
Oh, for God's sake! More fetch quests. Alright, let's do it. Quickly. Upper Denevron. The Spire. I guess it's only been 30 minutes.
Council records are meant to be public. Wonder what else the Eye was hiding from his people.
Alright, everybody. Are you hitting him? Can you, please? All right.
Records on the construction and maintenance of grand gates across the Enclave.
Don't care. Institute's Eastern Circuit of Musing. Right.
That's the eye signet. Did you know it can reveal the Enclave's secrets? Not that I needed it to pry into the eye's darker truths. Let me guess. You're trying to find another way to reach the source. I'm all for it. We'll be able to speak more easily then.
Sick of your voice already.
Such ancient likeness. Didn't your parents raise you to be a nice, respectful girl? I spoke of his own guilt. So core values quietly instills in him.
That I'm gonna be in combat now because of this fucking thing, aren't I? Give me a fucking break, dude. I'm not taking down a whole fucking arc. I should be able to just pick the goddamn item up. At some point, I just randomly will be able to pick it up for no discernible reason. I'm not fighting a fucking arc. This guy's got a lot of fucking health, too. No, I'm not doing this. This is so stupid. Should I just leave and come back? It didn't take long to get here. Run, motherfucker!
Fields from an expedition to the source shortly after the surge.
Whatever.
Enchanters discovered severe damage to the hull. All who participated in the expedition.
Alright, now where? Bastion's garrison bunker. They're all close to the loom gates, that's good.
Last time we went looking for answers in the Bastion. Half the documents were torn to shreds. What else were they hiding behind the eye's signet?
Get off of the fucking... Oh, for fuck's sake! You missed, you stupid.
Looks like research that's been compiled on the ecological and geographic impact of the surge across the Enclave's landscape. There's an entire section on the widening of the Great Chasm.
Compile research on the source with Lane. Not reading all this. Are you fucking high? Don't give me that much lore.
Hope you're not afraid of diving into
She'll go over it, or they'll go over it.
Hardly. Maybe a little. Why?
Despite the Grand Gates no longer functioning, there is a more direct way to reach the source, by dropping straight down into a rift in Lower Denevron.
You know, last time I wanted to charge into a restricted area, you weren't so sure it was a great idea.
People change. Maybe I've learned a thing or two about calculated risk-taking from you. And the prospect of securing the source makes this a risk worth taking.
With this knowledge and Sev's plan to control the miasma with the aeroliths, I'll get Aurea to call a meeting with the Axel.
Perfect.
Consult with Aurea to invite the Axel to the camp. This quest is boring. Most of them are. Most of them are pretty boring. Combat's not that fun, and the story is too verbose.
Using the aeroliths, I can trigger a miasma everywhere they affect above ground.
It is advised that your people remain indoors during this process.
The miasma will flow from the source, which will lessen the raw magic enough to keep Bryn safe while she escorts the Ark.
And how is she going to get there without the Grand Gate?
She'll drop in through the rift in Lower Denevron.
Skies, of course she will.
Don't worry. I've got plenty of experience scaling down cliffs.
Once she's in the underworks, she'll stay within the Ark's protective field and follow it to the source where it will fulfill its purpose, to pacify the Tangles.
And what about the Herald?
That's where you're going to need to trust me.
You really think you can do this?
When I doubt my own abilities, I just look to my band. Kaz is prepared for plans A through Z. Dharm and Sola have me armed to the teeth. Aurea is going to guide me through thick and thin. Lane knows more about the Enclave than the people still living in it. Arik has brought us into your world, and Sev can control the freaking weather. How can I fail?
So? What do you say?
Kenrick lied to us for decades. It's hard to believe anyone who says they're going to take care of the Surgeborn now. But with how open you've been, and everything you've done for us already, you've earned my trust. We will stay and fight for our hearth.
Thank you.
Bryn, I'll coordinate with Sev. When you're ready, come see me.
Let's go. That sounds like it might be a final mission. We'll figure that out on the next one. We've done it. All right. We'll see you on the next one. Appreciate you.